Hello, hello, hello. This is Musa, Matt Meacham Jr., broadcasting in Providence, Rhode Island, Thanksgiving Day, 2022, USA. I'm glad to say that I love God. And if there's something you want to talk about with me, I love to talk about God. This is a very beautiful day, and I'm just waiting for my train to Boston. And I'm just walking around the train station, and now the sun is shining directly in my face. There are infinite suns. There are infinite stars. In my philosophy, I say that all of those stars in the sky, those are the eyes of God. Do you see how magnificent God is? It's not just one, but there's a number that's called infinity. And in that number, it's everlasting. And that's how many stars there are in the sky. An infinite amount. And all of those eyes belong to God. Why would God have to come down and be as, well, I use insignificant because that's the only word that I can think in the English vocabulary. Insignificant, tiny, minuscule, something that's infinitely small. I mean, that look like bacteria or the microscopic animals. So, why would God have to come down and be a man? But people have said that God was a man. Well, God can be whoever he wants to be. God can be whatever he wants to be. And God can do whatever he wants to do. I feel that sun. I feel God's eyes shining on me. And I'm blessed that he's doing it. So, I don't think that anyone wants a nuclear war. Really. I don't think anyone wants a nuclear war. But one have to consider the nature of man. The nature of man. If we study history, mankind, have done some very interesting and some terrible things. Man has done a lot of beautiful things. I guess that's why God created opposites. For everything, there is an opposite. You go or you come. You're up or you're down. You're right or you're wrong. That's how the world is created. Now, I've found some very interesting things that happen to me to occur to me in my latter life. And I think that these things happen to all men, or all mankind, in one way or the other. For instance, those things which I was blinded to when in my youth, I see clearly as an older man. I mean, watch this. And it keeps happening. I'm in a situation, and it's been happening over and over and over again. I say, God, I need this. Boom. Suddenly, that which I thought I need is given to me. And it keeps happening. I say, God, I want this. And God gives it to me. I think this has something to do with maturity. I think it happens to all of us. I think that at certain parts of our lives, if we've been loving God, that it has probably happened in the latter parts of our lives. And that's why you have so many men, or so many people who have great wealth, I think. I think what happens is, at a certain point of existence sort of changes. Do I mean? Just what I just said. Everything that I ask God for, He gives to me. It makes me afraid. Fear God. I fear Him. I'm afraid to ask Him for too much. Because what has happened to me, and I think it happens to, I don't think that I'm any different than any other man that is created. I think it happens to many men. So I fear God. I fear to ask Him for too much. Because every single time that I ask Him for something, He gives it to me. And it scares me. This is Musa Matt Meacham Jr. Muhammad, the writer of close to 200 books, the initiator of Musa Corner Consulting, USA, and the innovator of the YouTube broadcast, Musa Corner and Revelations, starting up in Providence, Rhode Island, 2022, USA.